now. And yeah, I want to find a place.
Maheen, a 22-year-old Indian video blogger, has travelled the world and visited more than 30 countries. There is, however, probably no trip he will remember more for the rest of his life than his recent visit to Sudan. On April the 4th, he posted on his personal Twitter account the first photo he took after landing in Sudan. "Welcome to Sudan," Maheen posted, along with the picture, telling his followers that a new adventure was about to begin. Little did he know that, at the time, tension between Sudan's two most powerful generals was growing. Sudan has been governed by a military-led council since the coup in October 2021. The coup led to the resignation of Sudan's Prime Minister, Abdallah Hamdok. This left the leader of the Sudanese Army, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, the de facto ruler of the country, and he doubles as the chairman of the Sovereign Council, or SC. Sudan has been stuck in this kind of military-to-civilian transition since 2019. It was the year that Omar al-Bashir, the former dictator who ruled Sudan for more than 3 decades, was overthrown. Sudan cannot succeed in democratization, however, because the Sudanese army remains dissatisfied with the post-coup redistribution of power. The president of the Sovereign Council, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, is a soldier. The vice president is also a soldier, General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo Hemeti, commander of the Parliamentary Rapid Support Forces, or RSF. This force is not part of the Sudanese army. In the past, they were armed groups working for al-Bashir's government. They are known for massacring people in the Darfur region before forming the RSF in 2013. In 2019, amid protests against al-Bashir, together with the Sudanese army, the RSF played a major role in overthrowing the dictator. Therefore, they would like to take on an important role in the new administration of Sudan. A major source of conflict between General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo Hemeti is disagreement on a new roadmap to steer Sudan towards a democratic future. This roadmap requires the RSF to become part of the Sudanese army. This issue became a major obstacle because in the past the RSF was fully independent and self-governing. April 2023, the situation in Sudan escalated. News outlets reported that both forces have mobilized troops in the capital and deployed heavy weapons. The conflict erupted into a battle on April the 15th. Gunfire and explosions could be heard throughout the city. The soldiers moved through the streets and took over important places like the airfield. It was a battle between two sets of skilled, trained and well-equipped soldiers. No one had expected that soldiers from two of the country's most powerful armed forces would stand against each other. The Sudanese and foreign tourists were caught off guard. Maheen recorded a video of the battle from the balcony of his room. The sky over Sudan is darkened by black smoke from the fires. Fighter planes fly over periodically. The residents of Khartoum have begun to flee the city. Maheen had to adjust his reporting plans to record the moments of survival in the midst of the battlefield.
And a lot of people, they are going by walking, they are going with their bags. Many of the people, they are loading the stuff from supermarket, they are going in their car, and many of them, they were hitchhiking in another vehicles to escape the city.
Two days after the Sudanese army and the RSF began fighting, Maheen was continuing to upload videos of the situation in Khartoum. The people of Khartoum hid in their homes for fear of being caught in the aftermath of the attack. They didn't stock up on food and water as there was no warning of such a situation developing in the capital. The fighting has left people short of drinking water, one of the 4 basic necessities of life. Like the residents of Khartoum, Maheen had to leave the shelter to get water. He scoured the supermarkets in the vicinity of his residence, but only found 1 gallon of drinking water left. Being out of the shelter in this volatile situation is life-threatening. Maheen said that when he was returning to his accommodation, he met a group of soldiers. He was so scared that he ran and hid in a corner. In the next video, uploaded on the same day, Maheen said that he finally found a place to buy water. The price of the drinking water has gone up so much, though, that he didn't have enough money to buy the water once he'd found it.
I don't know what to do in this situation. Many people are fleeing to other places, but I don't have any place to go in other cities. So I'm like clueless, I'm hopeless. I just went to the supermarket to buy water, but I am short in cash. I have only 2,000 Sudanese pound, but I had to pay 7,000 for the water. I couldn't buy water, so they were just saying me to get out, you don't have money.
Khartoum became a lawless city in a matter of days, and there are no police or anyone else to help foreigners.
And I'm hitchhiking now, let's see how...
After the electricity and internet were cut in the neighborhood, Maheen decided to flee from his residence.
I'm on the streets now, and yeah, I want to find a place which is very, very far from my place, and I want to get the internet, so I wanted to put my batteries on power. I don't have any charge on my mobile, so I'm going to find some place. And I'm hitchhiking now, let's see how I can get vehicle. No one will going to stop because already everyone is fleeing to their home.
After hitchhiking for a while, he met a Sudanese who offered him a ride.
I'm trying to find some power source. I just hitchhiked in a vehicle. Salam alaikum. Hello? Yeah, we got some vehicles somehow. I don't know, I want to charge my battery. I'm going more further south from the Khartoum city. I don't know where I'm going to end.
Maheen got into the car without even knowing the destination. Finally, they arrived at a mosque about 7 kilometers from the city. Although explosions could still be heard, it felt much safer. Plus, this place provides water and food.
I just reached this place, this mosque. It is 7 kilometers from the place where I am staying. Still, you know, the bombing sound is still, I can hear from this place. But I got water, I got enough electricity, and I'm so happy now. It feels so happiness, just 7 kilometers or 15 kilometers from the city. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for hosting.
Maheen's adventure in Sudan didn't end there. He will continue to struggle if the Sudanese Army and the RSF do not cease fighting. Nonetheless, no one expects a routine trip to become a fight for survival.
Then we ran away. See, army is there. It feels so happiness, just 7 kilometers or 15 kilometers from the city. Assalamu alaikum.